Shelby Mustangs have always represented the pinnacle of American muscle car performance. From the early days of Carroll Shelby's racing vision to today's cutting-edge engineering, these cars have always pushed the boundaries of power, speed, and technology. But which ones were the fastest? Let's break down the fastest Shelby Mustangs ever made. 2020 Shelby GT500, the apex predator, top speed. 180 plus mph, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The 2020 Shelby GT500 is a modern masterpiece. It comes equipped with a 5.2 liters supercharged V8 producing 760 horsepower and 625 pound-feet of torque, making it the most powerful production Mustang ever built. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission allows for lightning-fast shifts, pushing this beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. What makes the 2020 GT500 truly special is its balance between brutal speed and track-ready precision. Unlike previous GT500s, which focused more on straight-line performance, this one comes with a sophisticated suspension, massive brakes, and aerodynamic enhancements to dominate on the track. While its top speed is electronically limited to around 180 miles per hour, its quarter-mile time of 10.7 seconds makes it one of the quickest Mustangs ever. With aggressive styling, a huge rear wing, and a menacing presence, this Mustang isn't just about speed. It's about making a statement. Shelby and Ford didn't hold back on this one. 2013 Shelby GT500, the 200 mph monster, top speed. 202 mph, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. The 2013 Shelby GT500 changed the game by becoming the first production Mustang to break the 200 miles per hour barrier. Under the hood, it packed a supercharged 5.8 liters V8, known as the Trinity engine, delivering 662 horsepower and 631 pound-feet of torque. At the time, this was the most powerful V8 engine ever put into a production car. Unlike newer models, the 2013 GT500 came with a 6-speed manual transmission, making it a true driver's car. Despite its monstrous power, it was still relatively controllable, thanks to improved aerodynamics, a revised suspension, and better cooling. However, this car was more about straight-line speed than cornering prowess. With a top speed of 202 miles per hour, it was the fastest production Mustang of its era and could embarrass much more expensive supercars. Even today, the 2013 GT500 remains an absolute legend, proving that raw horsepower and a manual transmission will always be a winning combination. If you ever wanted to feel like you were holding onto a rocket, this was the Shelby Mustang for you. 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake, the one that started it all, top speed. 170 plus mph, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. The 1967 Shelby GT500 Super Snake is one of the rarest and most legendary Mustangs ever built. Originally, Carroll Shelby wanted to create the ultimate high-performance Mustang, so he took a 427 cubic inch V8 from a Ford GT40 race car and dropped it into a standard GT500. The result? A Mustang that could hit speeds of over 170 miles per hour in the 1960s. Back then, no other muscle car came close to this kind of performance. Shelby planned to build a limited run of 50 Super Snakes, but the high cost meant that only one was ever made. Today, that original car is worth millions, making it one of the most valuable Mustangs ever. Despite its limited production, the Super Snake proved that Mustangs weren't just pony cars. They could be legitimate high-speed machines. The idea of a high-performance, track-focused Mustang lives on in modern GT500s and Super Snakes, making this car the foundation for everything Shelby Mustangs have become today. 2011 Shelby GT500 Super Snake minus 800 HP of pure fury, top speed, 170 plus mph, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. The 2011 Super Snake took Shelby Mustangs to a whole new level. Based on the standard 2011 GT500, this beast was upgraded with a Whipple supercharger, boosting its 5.4 liters V8 to an insane 800 horsepower. This was one of the most powerful Mustangs of its time, capable of reaching speeds of 170 plus mph. What set the 2011 Super Snake apart was not just its power, but its improved handling and braking. Shelby upgraded the suspension, aerodynamics, and braking system to ensure that this wasn't just a straight-line monster. It could handle corners too. The aggressive styling, featuring a bold hood scoop, racing stripes, and Super Snake badging, made it instantly recognizable. 2007 Shelby GT500, the return of a legend, top speed, 155 mph, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. The 2007 Shelby GT500 marked the return of the GT500 nameplate after nearly 4 decades. Ford and Shelby revived the legend with a supercharged 5.4 liters V8, producing 500 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. This made it one of the most powerful Mustangs of its era, bringing the Shelby name back into the spotlight. Performance-wise, the 2007 GT500 could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds, and its quarter-mile time was in the mid-12s, making it one of the quickest production Mustangs at the time. While its top speed was electronically limited to 155 miles per hour, enthusiasts quickly found ways to remove the limiter, allowing it to exceed 170 miles per hour on open stretches. This GT500 wasn't just about speed. It also paid homage to the original Shelby's 1965 Shelby GT350R. The track weapon, top speed, 150 mph, 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. The 1965 Shelby GT350R was the Mustang that turned Carroll Shelby's dream into reality. While early Mustangs were seen as stylish pony cars, the GT350R transformed them into a race-ready machine, paving the way for all high-performance Mustangs that followed. Under the hood, the GT350R featured a highly modified 289 cubic inch V8, pushing out over 350 horsepower. Despite being overshadowed by more powerful modern Shelbys, the GT350R remains one of the most significant Mustangs ever made. It laid the foundation for all future Shelby models, proving that Mustangs weren't just fast. Whether it's the 2020 GT500's insane acceleration, the 2013 GT500's 200 miles per hour top speed, or the legendary 1967 Super Snake, these cars have cemented their place in automotive history.
Thanks for watching.
Which one is your favorite? Would you take a classic Shelby or a modern speed machine?